welcome to my lessons with Chema Sacristan. And on this first lesson, we just want to talk about warm-ups and the correct grip, the correct way of grabbing the sticks. And the most common warm-ups are usually with singles and doubles, which is just alternating right, left all the time. And the important thing is to grab the stick from the correct balance point. Grab it with these two fingers, and then with the rest of the fingers you follow the stick and control the stick without blocking it, allowing a little bit of space in the hand and without allowing the stick to go behind your fingers, so that you don't lose control over the grip. And a good way to start is just with one hand. I take the hi-hat away so you can have a look at my hands as I play it. And this is the correct way of holding the stick. And what we do is we allow the stick to move in this gap, but we don't kill the bounce, and we let the stick come back up once we throw it down. So this is the starting position, and we just throw it down and wait for it to head back up. And then we do the same with the left hand. We don't want to see this finger over here, or these fingers here losing control, or the fingers here being open. So we want a solid grip with these two fingers, and then just let the stick bounce every time you throw it down. And we're gonna do a quick warm-up of singles, right, left, with a count of quarter notes on the hi-hat always, and we're gonna do it at 110 BPM. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. The important thing while doing this exercise is to make all of the 16th notes sound even. So we're playing quavers, 1E and the 2E and the 3E and the 4E, and our aim is to equally subdivide and equally space them in each beat, so that we sound consistent with no accents, at least for a start. And we're gonna do the exact same thing for a double, which is no more than 2 singles in a row. And so we had to try to avoid to have a first stroke that's strong and a second one that's weak. We need both of the strokes to be strong and come back up right away to our 90-degree ideal angle, so that we are ready for a fuller stroke again. So we do 2 fuller strokes with each hand, with a sticking of right, left. And I do it without the hi-hat, so you can see my hands. And this is the right motion for it. So now we do the exercise with the metronome on at 110 BPM, the exact same speed we were at before. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and so that's the warm-up. We should do it for a few minutes, and then just raise the tempos up. Start very slowly so we get the chance to get our hands to work and to warm up. And now the next thing to do will be to warm up with some paradiddles. We'll take the single paradiddle, which is the right, left, left, sticking, that everyone knows as the first paradiddle and refers to as the paradiddle or the single paradiddle. And we're gonna put the accent on the beat, have a strong count on the hi-hat, and just make sure that we follow the right stroke sequence, so that we prepare to play the next note. I will talk about the stroke sequence in the future, but for now, what we need to do is down with the right, up with the left, tap tap with the right, and then we're gonna do the opposite movement. So we're gonna do down with the right, down with the left, up with the right, and 2 taps with the left. So by focusing on the motion and closing your hand to block the stick and avoid a bounce, we will be ready for our next right hand stroke, which will be 2 taps. So we're gonna do down, tap, tap, down, tap, tap, and with the opposite hand we do the up. So this is what we're gonna do. Down, tap, 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 down, up, tap, tap, down, up, tap, tap, down, up, It's very important to close your hand on the downstroke so you don't let the stick come back up, because we're gonna be ready for 2 tap notes on the right hand. And the same when we start with the left on beat 2 and beat 4. So we're gonna do down, stay down, up with the right, and then 2 taps with the left. In this way, we get our body to prepare for the sound we need to produce. So it's down, up, tap, tap, down, up, tap, tap, and the sticking is right, left, right, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, left, sorry, as you can find in any drumming books, or even in Google. You type in single paradiddle and it will come out with that sticking. And usually you can play with the accents. You got 2 singles in each paradiddle, in each beat of each paradiddle, which means if we accent those 2 singles and we keep the doubles as ghost notes on the snare drum, we can produce very nice melodies, such as but we can also play with 2 accents, so and another application that I loved for paradiddles is to play the paradiddle as a groove. So we put our right hand into the hi-hat, our left hand stays on the snare, we keep on accenting the 2 and the 4 on the snare. So the sequence, or the stroke sequence, is the same. Down, up, tap, tap, down, up, tap, tap. I will play it now for you at 110 BPM. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we can complicate a little bit that bass drum, which I just kept on 1 and 3 to start with, but we can just play around and come out with different phrases with the bass drum. Another application that I truly like is to play the paradiddle with a combination of right foot and left hand, and just keep a simple 8th note line on your hi-hat. So just play some quavers on your hi-hat and try to play the paradiddle with your right foot and left hand. So the combination will be right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, with the accents. Now we complete with the hi-hat. If we speed it up, sounds quite cool. 2, 3, 4. Let's play it at 110 BPM. 2, 3, 4. that's as much as you can do with a paradiddle. You can do other combinations, other voicings, other orchestrations, but the main point is to just try to squeeze out as much as you can from the rudiments. So don't just leave it on the snare drum, move it around, play with one accent, two accents, and try different melodies, different phrases, because as you move around the drums, you get to play some melodies. So it's quite cool. And again, focus on the stroke sequence, which I will talk about it, only about it in a single lesson. But for now, this is one of the best warm-ups you can do. You can start at very slow tempos if you wish, which is preferable for a warm-up. And then as you feel your hands are getting warm and you getting a little bit more of control with the stick, and your back is warm, then you can start moving faster and maybe stroking harder on those toms. Anyway, we'll do another lesson soon. Take care, guys. Bye.